Yo, my country people, welcome to another episode of ManCave Mondays. Yes, as always, I am Fidel.
And I'm Jeruben.
Boboyer.
Steve.
Otis.
Yes, Bana. As you can see, we have two amazingly beautiful ladies on set today because we have a topic that we want to talk about that we thought we should have ladies on set for. So first of all, we'll introduce them. They'll introduce themselves and then we'll tell you what we're going to be talking about today.
I'm Malin Laura Waswala.
I'm Abigail Kinini.
Yes.
So what you're going to talk about today?
Know what it is.
We're going to talk about abortion. That's why we kind of brought them on set.
Yeah, mothers.
So it's not an abortion discussion if you don't have the people who do it are faced with the decision on whether to do it or not. No, I'm just saying that, women perspective on abortion is just as important as,
what do you mean just as important? It's the only important thing.
No.
Okay.
Let's take it down a notch.
It's just as
So
important.
choose your words carefully.
Okay,
Tread very
guys, we'll
carefully.
just start by starting from Ben,
Uh-huh.
pro-life or pro-choice?
Come as a shocker, pro-choice.
It's not
No, it's not
Okay, that's not
You're too excited to Devon Paul. Fidel.
the man came
Circumstances have forced me to be pro-choice.
Bless
What's
my
that?
G.
We'll go into that
Situation.
Laura?
Pro-life. Life.
Pro-choice, but deliberately.
Okay.
Pro-life manze.
All the way.
Safi.
Imagine
Abortion is
pro-
like
Mimi pro-choice yangu ni pro-my choice. Pro-my choice.
You don't care what other people's choices.
Bless my G.
So, your choice is your responsibility.
Pro-my choice, man.
Yeah.
So, what you are pro-choice?
Mm.
That is Ben, Abigail,
And
Okay.
Fidel.
Fidel.
Wachana na Bob. He's
So, as an
involved.
individual, what informs your decisions? Let's start with Ben.
So for me, basically, I just feel like everyone should be left to choose. You deserve that
Yeah,
much
okay.
dignity as a human being. You can't have the choice taken away from you, especially when it comes to something as succinct as important as your body.
Oi.
Mi reason yangu ni shallow manze. Watu hufanya makosa.
Hii ni episode 12 wameshazoea.
Ni sawa, ni heri kuwa shallow kuliko mjinga.
But where's the line?
Anyway,
Where's the line?
For me, my reason, I think people should be allowed to just choose what they want. Like if you want to bring a child into the world, be allowed to do that if you don't. And people make mistakes. And I think mistakes, kama kuna njia ya kuzifuta,
Ni
Kuwa
abortion.
mtoto.
kama ni hivyo basi sawa.
Haya.
Abigail?
Mi niko pro-choice, but only on special circumstances. Si kila time ati una decide ati you know what, ikuwa nipate bola alafu sasa unaamua unatoa, inakuwa responsibility pia.
Which are these special
No,
circumstances?
we'll get to that. Let's just
Yeah.
everyone get it.
Marlin.
Sawa, watu wa pro-life watuambie sasa.
Pro-life.
Yeah.
I'm pro-life.
When
Reason
last?
being,
Yeah.
everyone is entitled to life. Every single person. And just before tuingie, umesema ati everyone should be given a choice.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like the only choice, I'm sorry to say, but the only choice people have is not to nut inside people if you don't want a child. That's the only choice you have, because it's not a mistake. Once you lie with someone, you know what's the outcome.
Pesa agents with the
Okay, Otis.
Not to nut.
Yes.
Pro-life
Very
because
elaborately put.
Don't nut.
the point that we have gotten to, the places that you can nut inside are so many right now. If you get to that point where you have to nut inside her, I'm not disturbed.
I feel like we're
Okay.
talking
Go on.
No, if you get to the point where you have to nut inside her, There are even apps that count these safe days and shit nowadays.
Sasa hiyo ndio reason yako.
Reason yangu ni if you're not inside her at a point where she's going to get pregnant, both of you should just have gotten to that point where it's like, yes, we are okay.
Yes.
Sasa
We are okay having this child.
If you get to that point where ukiva
Ikuwe imetoboka.
Well, okay.
Well, let's just get everyone else's opinion. Then we get
yangu ilikuwa hybrid.
No.
Sasa sizijibu.
let's go to the last two. So what? Oh, so yours is hybrid.
Yangu ni hybrid. Yangu itakuja huko mbele.
Yako itakuja huko
Yeah,
mbele.
Wewe ni kama
Okay, so
wewe.
just one question to the pro-lifers before we get this going. I usually feel like most people who have an opinion about pro-life or pro-choice are not pregnant people. They're, you know, that's the largest irony I find in all this. It's that the people who are speaking about it, most times you find that it's religious people, it's doctors, it's intellectuals, you know, but every one of them, most of them, they're not the ones who are pregnant at that particular point. They're speaking about other people's choices. So tell us about that maybe.
As a pro-lifer,
Ujipate kwa situation yenye.
nijipate situation yenye dema na mtoi.
Yeah.
Mimi nisiwadanganye. The first instance nitamwambia keep hadi kama siko fiti, nita step up nifike hiyo point ya shit ikue conserved vifiti. But
What is this is wrong for the camera?
Miss
Bye.
no wezi toa mtoi wangu rosafi tu
Wait, acha tupate
Na
tu.
kama wewe unataka.
Wacha tupate
Katolewa.
mimi siwezi ta eri ni step
Ama
up
maybe nilianza too far up the conversation. Maybe if I am to ask them, yani is your decision ama is your standpoint absolute in that hata kama ni an ectopic pregnancy, hata kama ni
ectopic pregnancy. Ongea kizungu tunaelewa bana.
Akipata nini kwa
Uelewe
copy
ectopic
out.
pregnancy.
Okay, just okay. Ngoja, let me.
Fidel unatoa ectopic ni
Nilisema ukweli.
Fidel unatoa ectopic ni as in ectopic ni
No, listen.
Acha
It's,
sasa nimwambie
so
Fidel.
what it is,
Kama health yake
it is kama iko kwa nini the
Kwa fallopian
tube iko kwa uterus,
Haiwezi
so it poses
tembea.
a risk to the life of the
The
mother.
mother.
So wewe uko kwa hiyo point yenye hata kaa life ya mother iko threatened, bado utaendelea nayo.
pardon my ignorance.
Sawa.
Hiyo shit yezi sukumwa chini irudi kwa uterus.
Are you serious?
Ataisha, let's move on.
Okay, for me as a pro-lifer,
Bro.
there are only special circumstances.
So it's not absolute. You are pro-choice.
Once
in
it's
some elements.
ectopic,
Mhm.
you can't survive. The
Yeah,
baby
you
won't
can't
survive and
survive.
you won't survive.
Yeah.
So you'd rather save one
Yeah,
and do what?
and rescue the other.
Oh yeah.
Right now, I don't know what's revealing this to me, but I'm thinking if the baby can be chucked from the fallopian, pardon my ignorance,
You're welcome.
tube to grow there and save the mom too, it's fine.
Ume-input factors
No,
zako.
na complications yuko
Za
mingi.
cause.
It's not possible.
Acha-
No, you know,
Mimi-
maybe hata
me,
kusema
I
ni
operate
ectopic
on the
ilikuwa
premise
mbaya.
that-
Maybe just let's go with the mother's life is threatened at any point in the pregnancy.
Okay, if I am pregnant and it's ectopic, and-
Wachana tana mambo ectopic, just a threat to the mother at any point.
We shall be rich.
At
Maybe
any
hata kuwa
point, thank you.
yes, at any
Thank you,
point.
because this is a real life situation. At any point,
Uh-huh.
even if I'm 8 months pregnant,
Uh-huh.
what I would do, ask the doctors to inject nini za kugrow lungs za mtoto, watoe mtoto, akae kwa incubator, they save my life. Whether it's 6
It's not
months.
always possible.
So your life is paramount
It's not
to
always
that.
possible.
It's not always possible actually.
For me, where I am right now, and I believe it's because of my faith, I am ready
Oh,
to
fuck.
like anything.
Mimi amesikia faith akasema gani?
Because of my faith.
Utarinde
I
water.
have such
Legacy.
high affinity of my faith whereby I feel like even if my pregnancy is ectopic,
Mungu atafanya tu mtoto
Okay, so
So wewe unataka kusema wao wenye the
Wait.
pregnancy fails na ilikuwa ectopic kama their lives was so much
Sio,
at least
sio
wakadai. Mungu alikuwa tu hapo
my friend don't be shallow like that.
no, you know, wait. The good thing with this,
I like a shallow.
no,
Hebu
No,
jibu,
Eh,
jibu,
hata-
jibu.
the good thing about this is that swali anakuuliza ni very legitimate
Yeah.
in that usijieke kwa situation hiyo inafanyikia. This is a decision doctors revolve around every day of their lives. For example, you are a doctor and you're faced with that exact scenario where you have to choose between the life of the mother and the life of the child. What do you choose?
If I'm a doctor,
Yes.
A doctor of faith.
I don't
But see,
know.
the God will save both.
I'm sorry, but me, I'm still gonna. Off camera, we were talking about the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just gonna go with the guidance of the Holy Spirit.
Where?
I am gonna tell you a Lil. Woo. Okay. A real life story. Fibroids. You guys are aware about fibroids, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the first trimester, it competes with food na mtoto. But I have a friend of mine who's giving birth next month. Her fibroids were detected around 2 weeks ago. And this woman is an evangelist.
Mm-hmm.
She's just had sharp pains. So what happened? She asked God, because even me was like, hey God, why would you let this happen? You already took her child.
She came through.
Sorry?
Anakuja.
Remember, she already lost her child
Uh-huh.
less than a year ago, and then 2 months later she got pregnant again. So this same God who took that child is the same God who did what? Who gave her this other child and protected this child for this number of months. For this fibroid to come through and be seen, which is also a danger to the baby and the mom, that's God.
You see, the thing I have with Christians, ni kama gamblers. You tell us
I
about the
know.
success stories and not the failures.
Yeah.
But
No.
I've told you she
But
lost her
also-
baby. Have I
No,
not
that is
told you?
one person out of how many.
But that is the person I know. You
Ben,
want to say
Hold.
Just as you moderate pia, jaribu usiende sana kwa Christianity cause
Oh,
you're
sawa.
That's a different
Yeah.
story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, one
Yeah,
last
you
question.
need
One last
battles.
question. Your situation yako. At first ulikuwa umesema ati you believe everyone has a right to life.
Yes.
So nataka kuniambia God hakuwa ameambia mtu wa kwanza ako na right to life ama?
God sasa God afuati katiba ya Kenya.
Hiyo ndio ya kwanza wasema mtaka ni lose.
You know, the problem is, and I hope I say this with utmost respect. I'm not saying it out vibaya. The problem is with people who are not strong in faith, or rather people who are not saved. It's very hard to understand
Put your hands up.
when you're outside.
So your friend was not saved.
My friend is saved.
Okay,
Things
so you
happen.
said-
The reason I'm
keep
saying
going,
that
keep
things
going,
happen for a reason.
Okay.
The baby that she conceived and did not get after it was 5 months and then got the kid.
Yeah.
It was for the glory of God.
Yeah.
Too bad for the
Malin,
baby.
can I ask you
Yeah?
something?
Too bad
But
for
for
the
the
baby,
baby.
they want given the
if-
same right.
If you have like reckless sex and then you get pregnant right now, you'd keep it.
I have no business
Yes,
having
man.
reckless sex.
No,
No,
if
assuming
it
you
happens.
did.
No,
assuming
lakini
you
hata
did.
si people have been raped and conceived.
Would you? Let's say you're raped. God
Don't-
forbid.
Thank you.
God forbid you're
If I was
raped
raped
and
and
you
then I
get
get
pregnant.
Or someone
I'm
gets to
keeping
you.
that baby.
What if someone close to you is raped and does not want to keep that baby? You'll still preach
I have
the same
friends,
doctrine.
my very close friends.
Mhm.
2 of them, they got pregnant. They are the last person they told because of why? Laura will not allow. And they still went ahead and did what? They had their abortions. That it
Good
doesn't
for
make
them.
them less.
Good for them. If you're watching, good for you.
Also, just
Yes,
note,
man.
I don't judge anyone who's had abortion done. I don't feel like they're less human.
Exactly.
I
You know-
don't feel like they're any less of a
That's
human
good.
being because they've not aborted.
You guys have some elements of
Oh,
protest.
Fidel, you've so
It's not
experienced.
because I cannot sit here and judge.
Yeah.
Even that abortion, it's choice. Everything is choice in this world.
Yes.
You choose salvation, you don't choose salvation. It's a choice. You choose the right way, the wrong way. It's a choice at the end of the day. You get? So I cannot sit here and judge. Who knows? Maybe you did that abortion as a woman. You did that. Maybe it was God's will.
Okay, and do you know by this conversation you're indirectly judging someone? who's-
Exactly.
I am
Who
not.
wants to-
No, you're
I-
simply
I
saying that
am
me I'm
not.
pro-life
I
and
have said
every
I
life.
have friends. I
Uh-huh.
need you to be very keen in listening.
Yes.
I said I have friends.
Who can't even tell you that they're having an abortion?
No, but literally,
They
even
didn't tell me because they know
You'll
what
judge.
I'm the last person they told.
Because you'll judge.
I won't judge. I'll say, Ma'am, no.
That's judging.
A judgment.
Let's bring the conversation this
That's
side.
right.
Guys,
Guys, let's bring the conversation this side.
nafeel kama naumizwa hapa.
Guys,
Bob.
guys,
Mimi sasa sijui mnasijui hata mnasema nini.
Tuambie kile unafikiria.
Swali ni nini?
Ulisema wewe ni hybrid.
Hybrid.
Yeah.
Ile yangu hybrid.
Yes.
Bob ni
Dem
selfish.
haizitoa ball.
Yake.
Ati tu kivyake tu ati anakuja tu. Unaona vile wanasemanga wa input does not matter.
It
Mimi
matters.
ni wale wa my input.
Matters a lot.
100.
But then it doesn't really.
It
Ah,
does.
Practically,
yeah.
think about it.
Ben usini.
Think about it.
Ngoja
Yeah.
ngoja.
Ni yeye
ngoja.
ndio-
Ngoja.
you-
Sawa, sawa.
Wacha
Ngoja.
amalize
I'll be
point
feeling-
yake.
Mimi ndo na feel questions.
Yes.
Ukiongea,
Correct.
alafu mimi ndo nachagua na natauliza.
Sawa.
Mimi niko na
Kwanza hivyo
mtu
ninafai kweli. Ukiongea mtu akitaka nini?
Yes.
Wewe una feel questions. Si ati yes.
mimi niko na mtoto wako, si ndio?
Yes.
Nimejua
Uko na mtoto
leo.
wake ukweli.
Haiku useme hapa.
For a moment there, this was very disappointed.
Anakukula na chumvi.
Wow.
Yes.
So nimerealize leo it's 1 month. Unajua bado ni
Yes.
just a clump of
Can you
Relax, bro.
it's just a clump of cells.
Yes.
So nikuje nikwambie fam niko na mtu hii.
1 month is a clump of cells.
Oh.
My go back to your freaking school.
This isn't a biology class.
Fine.
Itatoa hiyo part kwa video.
Na mimi sitaki mtu hii.
Yes.
Venye life yangu iko set up haiwezi accommodate mtoto 9 months from now or otherwise. So after 9 months Joe unataka na unafeel kama input yako ni very important. After 9 months nikizaa nikuleta mtoto udalea.
Si ndio kama nataka mtu hii. Kama nilikuwa nataka.
Na mimi sitafanya kitu yoyote hata singeamini mama nothing.
Kama nilikuwa nataka huyo mtoto mzae niletee basi. Sina shida.
Kata kina months.
Kata
kio ukiwa 9 months.
No, but yes, no.
Nauliza.
Ngoja wewe nimesema mimi ndo
Yeye
na.
umaini.
Let me address her. Amesema atakaa 9 months. So hiyo yako so he doesn't apply
But
because
I don't want the
amesema atabeba
question.
9
May I have a
months.
question for you, Bob?
Yes.
At what time do you know when mtoto unataka na ustaki? Is it
What
the
do you
woman that
mean
determines?
mtoto unataka?
As in umesema kama ni
Because
kama
them
unataka.
akikuja akwambie I'm pregnant for you, yeah? And then let's say nataka mtoto na yeye anataka kutoa. Mimi namtaka. So what do you mean ati namtaka from that moment? Mbona unauliza ati what time is story time?
Oh, I
nataka?
thought iko informed na
Si
the type
ukikuja
of
tu
woman
saa
who's
hizi,
pregnant.
ukikuja saa hizi uniambie iko pregnant, two things, yeah? I either want it or I won't.
Si kwenye assuming now she's pregnant, yeah.
She actually is, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, she's pregnant.
Siniliuliza mkani
So
dismiss.
she wants to keep the child, but you don't want to.
Uh-huh.
What
happens?
Yeah.
Musema, unaona hawa si usema hivi ama demo so pro choice.
Yeah.
They say that they can force you into fatherhood if they want to keep the baby.
Yeah.
If they want to keep the baby,
They can force.
they can because wakisema nataka kukeep mtoto,
Upkeep.
so acha ni explain. Wakisema nataka kukeep mtoto na ukatae utakuwa deadbeat, unaona? Wataenda so they'll force you into fatherhood. You don't want it but they'll force you.
Yeah.
But now on the flip side they say you can't force them into motherhood. Mimi
That's
wanasema
not okay.
that's not okay, right?
That's
That's exactly what
That's
I'm
Lakini you know what are
Yeah.
the biological phenomena aren't the same.
What
They aren't the same.
expound on
Sababu
your
sina
question.
Denise circumstances zenyu see the same.
They
At
can't
the
be
point
the same. You see,
at the point yeye amekwambia
for as
ako
long as you are a
pregnant.
woman,
No, listen, at the
yeah.
point yeye amekwambia ako pregnant. This is a new reality for her. This is a baby she's carrying. At that point yenye yako pregnant na wewe umesikia hiyo news, what the much you can do is like to prepare for that eventuality of which hata yeye atakuwa part of. But then these 9 months, these are specific to a woman biologically.
Yes.
So your circumstance haitaikuwa similar kwako.
You see, Ben,
It will never.
for as long as we carry penises and they have vaginas,
Yes.
it will never be same.
Unaona,
Wewe
that's my point.
unatafuta, yes, but so I'm telling you,
You are reaching.
whether she's pregnant or
Wanaume ni
not.
support you. Let's just
Madam,
Exactly.
let me
So
tell
how
you.
can you have
Let
an
me tell
input
you.
on such a
Ben,
simple
for-
thing
So
which
can I roll it
can
back
never
to them?
purport to
Just,
understand?
let's just chill. So, the ladies, because I think you're here for a reason, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you guys think a man has an input in that?
Yes.
You do,
Yeah.
yeah? Do you?
Me, I think men don't know what the paramount decision.
Look, Abigail,
No.
can I tell you
Support.
something? Look, you don't just walk down the street someday, you fall down and you
Get
stand up and
pregnant.
you're pregnant.
Ndio nasema yangu decision yangu ndio paramount. Yako nakwambia, kama unataka mutaki it really doesn't
Matter. Yes.
For me,
What
the
is
man's need is very important.
Okay.
Pole.
Like if I'm pregnant and they come tell you,
Like you
Yeah.
need to make it.
Yeah,
if you don't, it's good. I've told you.
yeah,
That is what you've decided.
yeah.
So that means you kuniambia you don't have anything to do with this.
Yeah, so I was saying,
Yeah.
if I tell you, see, if I
Yeah.
tell you and then you say yes, then we're good, you're going to become parents,
Yeah.
right? If I tell you, sorry? No, as we are just, we are just trying to.
Thinking about it.
We are not religion is a spirit.
Oh, it's not like Bob and Abigail.
No, it's not like that. If I tell you
Yeah.
and you say me, but then me stick on it. That shows me you don't have anything to do. So there's no day I'm gonna come and tell you.
Yeah.
There's no day I'm gonna come and tell you and force you to be a father to this child. You already said no.
So ultimately,
Can I tell you something?
Yes,
So,
ultimately,
Fidel,
you're just like
chill.
her at the end of the day.
Fidel, just
Yeah.
chill. Do you know, in as much as you're pregnant, as everything is in Kenya right now, whether he likes it or not, he's going to step up. If you decide to keep it.
If you change
That's
your
not
mind.
necessary.
It doesn't now. I need you to understand
The
this.
kid's best interest.
Maybe
Friend,
If that's
kuna
the
loophole.
kids, but
Anyway.
assuming now we go to the children's court, akuja in some time, or let's say nataka kupeleka koti nini child support. Already he said he doesn't want anything to do with the child. So I'm not gonna take him for child support. If he comes later on now and says anataka kuwa dad, to me that okay, because of my faith,
Redemption.
I will
So
say
wait, I have a
fine.
question though.
You'll
for
say
you.
fine.
So
Forgive
I'll
ultimately,
say fine, yeah.
so are you saying ultimately, because what I'm getting is what she said, because she said ultimately the decision for her,
Yeah.
her decision is like paramount. That whatever she decides, and that's the case also for you with the pregnancy. I mean, I'll give you the input, but at the end of the day, the decision is yours.
If you tell me to abort, that means you don't want this child.
Yeah, but you will still keep the child
I'll
if you
keep
want
it.
to keep it.
You don't want this child. So
No, man, are you hearing my question?
No.
Yes, I'm still gonna keep
Wewe
it.
bado unataka kumleta kwa pro-choice ama?
Eh.
No, she's
No.
not kwa sababu yeye anasema.
Asimlete kwa pro-choice, nasema
Yeah.
standpoint yao, nasema even for
We are different.
a pro-life and a pro-choice person, I think the one thing that's similar, which is what Ben and I have said for a while, is regardless of the fact that you want to input or whatever, and what these people are ultimately gonna make the decision.
Unajua sasa that's
Sure,
unajua mkisema ati mwanaume hana say.
Ako na
Unajua
say.
nikikwambia
say.
ona nikikwambia hauna say as in dem akisema tabot ni hivyo. Unajua nikwambia hauna say ni kama like ni kama hakuna kitu utadu like kama
Hauna
uni dem
say,
yako kama
you're
ni
going
kama
to vote,
ona
yes.
kama uni dem yako kama nigeni dem yangu akisema I'm keeping this pregnancy.
Yeah.
Kama hauna say inamaanisha upkeep is all bado iko on you. As in everything, as in inaenda hivyo.
So you need
But
to
just the
pregnancy.
no, like everything is on you. Ben ilikwambia hauna gava ikisema ikiongeza tax leo. Na ikwambia hauna say. Hauna say because it doesn't matter ukiongeza
Yeah.
VAT to 20%. Hata ukinunua PK utalipa VAT ya
Hata
20.
complain.
Unacheki.
Then
There
the
is
result
literally nothing you
sisi
can do.
tunasemaje?
But
Akisema
what
huyu
I'm
mtoto
saying-
atazaliwa, atazaliwa.
Mimi- no.
Akisema huyu mtoto atakufa, atakufa.
Mimi-
So let me
That is
ask
it.
you, may I have a question for this guy? So what's the problem? Already I've told, see me I'm pro-life.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant now.
Yeah.
I've told you, say you don't want anything to do with the child. I'm not bothering. You're never going to see my child anyway if not.
Yeah, no, if that's the case, me, that's
That's what
fine.
I'm saying.
Sasa, hiyo iko sawa.
You know,
Hapo iko
And here's the
sawa.
thing, when we talk about it, so
Guys,
as men, when we talk,
guys.
just chill. As we talk about it as men, what we've been saying is, you see, for me, and let me tell you, I agree. Ultimately, the decision is yours
I
to
am
make.
offended.
Ultimately, the
I am
decision.
offended.
Yo,
Just chill.
He's offended.
ultimately, the decision is yours to make. That's fine, you know. But my problem is when you decide to keep a child that I don't want to keep, and then you force the responsibility
No,
on
that's-
me. That for me becomes a problem.
Fidel.
You know.
That's entitlement.
Ben Paul.
It's not that your
yes.
freaking child.
Where? Mjanani. Steve.
Mjanani.
Tukueni sincere hapa hivi. It's not like we've not done this thing before. Guys, forgive me.
I have not
Just
aborted.
Don't speak for
No,
me. Don't speak for me.
Relax. I'm not talking about abortion. I'm not talking about abortion. Guys, we've done this thing before.
What?
It's just failed. Us guys have talked about abortion. And the thing that came out is that you can't abandon your own child. Mimi, I told these guys, just chill. I told these guys, Mimi, if you bring it to me and tell me it's mine, I will tell you, go fuck yourself. I told you to remove it and I didn't want it. So now these guys are coming here and saying, I don't know, if you decide to keep it, that's your own shit. Fidel. Ben Paul.
Listen.
I'm Jama.
Wait,
Relax.
It's not
Let me
really
finish.
happening.
Can I
Let
call
me
bullshit?
finish.
No,
Let me
listen,
finish.
fucking listen to
Fidel,
me.
let me
No, yeah, I won't
finish.
listen to you because you can't listen to me. You're gonna listen to me.
Yes.
You can't be shouting the whole fucking episode because you just have a big mouth to do it. Listen.
I'm going to put that
Listen to me.
down.
Fucking listen to me.
Listen to Fidel.
Fucking listen. No, listen.
Everybody
Yo,
listen to
listen.
Fidel,
No,
listen
we can't always take that kind of shit because someone feels like they can do that.
Yes.
We're talking here about men, not about Fidel, about
So
fucking listen to me.
Listen to Fidel.
Relax, dude. Like,
Only.
hey, yo, not that.
Wewe Fidel, ongea.
It's hatafunga mdomo. Bro, nakwambia tunaongelea wanaume. Hatuongelei sisi pekee. When I speak and present a situation,
It's for
I'm
men.
not only talking about Fidel. I'm not saying I'm saying that because of Fidel. Because I will keep it. I'm not giving an opinion for Fidel. ManCave is about men.
So you're
if you
pro-life.
can't fucking have that in
You're
your
pro-life.
brain, that's what I said. I'm
Amesema
fucking
uko pro-life.
Umesikia chenye nimesema?
Relax.
Si amesema ako pro-choice kutoka tu
As in,
episode ya.
do you-
Otis, Tuliuliza kila mtu hiyo swali.
Bro.
Kila mtu
Fine, but look,
pro-life mlikuwa wawili.
Fidel, your point is home, right?
See,
That's all I'm saying. When I ask her that
So
question,
look.
listen, we brought a panel of ladies here today. When I ask her that question, I'm asking on behalf of the men who are gonna be watching this episode and speaking on behalf of
fine,
them. My
fine.
child, listen, Fidel, I will keep the child because that's my fucking child. Fidel is
That's why
pro-choice.
it's that
Can we?
pro-choice.
Is that fine?
Yes.
Is that there now? Are you satisfied?
That's home.
I
I'm
feel
satisfied.
like-
But look,
I
Fidel.
feel like pro-choice is
Fidel,
men-
Satisfied, then you keep quiet.
No,
Laura,
Laura.
kidogo tu. I
Okay,
feel
okay.
like pro-choice imewekwa ni kama ikuwe ni kama ni abortion.
This is
Pro-choice chooses either you keep the child or you don't. So in his case, if it's his, he'll decide to do what?
Laura, you
Doesn't
missed
mean
my
it's
point.
pro-life.
You have missed my point. Fidel, Laura today comes to you and tells you, I have a child. And as a pro-choicer, you don't want it kept. She decides to keep it.
It's my child still.
Relax. When the child comes on later, the other time you said that, you don't bring that to me.
I just ulisikia chenye nimesema. As in Otis nimeongea for nearly 1 minute na bado hujashika chenye nimesema.
Imagine, fuck you Otis.
Guys,
No, listen, I'm saying, listen, please, okay, simple. Let me just, this is basically what I'm saying. When I asked some questions, when I was telling her, I wasn't speaking on a personal level.
Speak on a personal level.
No, on a personal
I want
level.
to understand.
Nimesema sahi, na nimerudia
Fidel
tena.
is trying
As
to
a person,
represent the male
the
angle.
demographic
Yeah.
that thinks about those things. But as Fidel, if she brings a child, that's my child at the end of the day.
Fine.
doesn't matter if we end up together or not.
Okay.
That is your baby.
Now we
That
can
is
go
your
on.
baby.
That
Yes.
took us a solid 5 minutes.
Because of Otis.
No, we just have to clear this shit. man.
Okay.
What are we clearing? Because
So-
you were in another episode.
Then I guess the next, maybe to wrap up, the last question will be, for example, we've realized that we have all these different standpoints. We have pro-lifers. So we have the pro-lifers, and we have
Why is that like that?
and we have the
Kwanza mnaenda
uongo.
Mwenye sizisikizana na yeye ni Paul. Kumbe Paul sizisikizana na yeye.
Anyway, so tuko na pro-lifers na tuko na watu wa pro-choice. So we've realized that kuna hiyo disconnect na in reality utapata mse ka for example huyo ni pro-life, Bob amemwambia toa, yeye anasema sitoi. Unaona? Amepatana na pro-choice, Bob amemwambia toa, Bob amemwambia weka, dem amesema anatoa. So kwa hizo scenario mbili, for example, mtu especially mtu kama Bob and Otis, what if how will you handle both?
Mimi si nimesema mimi ndio kwa maana nimesema mimi si pro-life or pro-choice.
Nasemaje?
Wewe ni Bob.
Wewe ni Bob.
Nasemaje?
From my choice.
No,
Listen,
listen. Naulizaje? No, I don't think you're getting it. Nasemaje? Nasema you like I have a say, but then to me realize that the ultimate decision lies with the woman.
You should have let Abigail
No,
speak because she
I'm
hasn't
just
spoken
asking.
about
I'm just
this.
asking. So in a situation where umemwambia atoe na ameweka umtoi amebaki, what will you do? And in the event that umemwambia atoe, then the baby is born, what do you do then?
Then the baby is born.
Yes. Then the baby is gonna
I think we should also ask that question when we're done. As men, we should also ask them if they had those scenarios. What they would
Yeah.
to bring
Okay.
out. And
Yeah, I guess.
Inaisha. Sinaisha. So that's why nasema I have a say because ultimately si ati nikaa akisema huyu atakip na huyu atatoa.
So your say is basically dependent on the relationship, not
You
the
guys,
child.
mnajua kwa ground vitu ni different.
No, I'm asking. You know why I'm asking this? I'm saying Bob anasema his solution to this is leaving the girl ama just raising the
Ben Paul,
child.
wacha nikwambie.
First thing, okay.
No, as a pro-lifer, if you are going to get rid of this kid, maybe that's the end. Because that's just going to be the start of every other thing that we're going to
Exactly. You guys are
on.
making my point. Like you're saying your solution is to leave the woman, and that has nothing to do with the child. So you're basically
It has everything to do with the child. This is why I'm leaving the woman.
You're saying this. Let me simplify it. You're saying that the child amesema, the mother amesema natoa this child. So your solution
If
is
she says she's removing
leave
it,
her.
leave you.
You've gone. See,
Relationship in a
but that has not
What are
answered
we
the
doing now?
But that has just shown that you have now say really in the pregnancy.
I have.
No say in the pregnancy because she's terminated.
I had a say because
So
I
your
left.
say is to the extent that you leave her, and that is your leverage.
Yeah.
So that's
That is your point of
That's my
Exactly.
say.
But
So I have a say.
That's
Yeah,
not
say-
a say
Ben,
really.
no.
That's
When Ben Paul, this is what happens
I
when
think
you
Ben Paul,
don't
you
have a
want to
say.
force
Get
the
nuggets is
situation.
real.
Oh, no. When you don't have a say,
Like for this situation,
It's like before, it's not like
Ben
when you say
Paul,
you're a guy, you
Ben,
can't
listen.
Guys,
When
guys,
you
guys,
don't
guys,
have a
guys.
say, this is what happens.
Yes. Mwambie, juu nilikuwa nataka kusema hapa.
Regardless,
Yes.
you're still going to stay there.
Kama
But
ni
when
demu
you
yako-
don't have a say, kama ni
Yes,
demu
kama ni demu yako
yako,
ulikuwa
akiamua
unaishi na
kutoa,
yeye.
bado
But then we're not talking about
That's
it
when
with
now you
regard to a
don't have a
relationship.
say.
You're talking about it with
Child.
regard to the
You
child.
see? Ben.
Pardon Ben Paul, you would just walk out here and get a girl and get them pregnant and you don't have a relationship.
But you know, if you were talking about
The kid
relationship,
would come out of the relationship. Fucking listen. Understand. Synthesize.
Let me talk some time before
It's
this
possible.
man opens his mouth again. Guys, first of all, the wrong assumption we are all making here is that people make all unwanted pregnancies are made within the realms of a relationship.
Yeah.
While
Impossible.
a large percentage are made out of
one night
incidents,
stands.
one night stands.
Do
or-
not.
Okay,
or-
I'm sorry, but maybe don't believe in incidents. Incidents.
No,
But then
what
now
he means,
there's
what he
nothing
means
to
is
believe in.
basically
One night
You
you
are
don't
not-
have to be
you
in
don't
love.
have to be in a relationship
Yeah.
to make a
With
child.
all this due respect.
Sasa kwa nini
Ujai
tunaona
chipoiwa.
Guys,
With all due respect.
That is, of course, with all due
Hold on.
respect.
This is a public announcement.
no offense
Any two,
whatsoever.
hold on.
you don't
PSA.
have to- you don't have to answer
PSA,
that.
watch out.
PSA. Any man who's ever chipoed me,
Yeah.
come out.
Mimi nataka maisha yako.
Any man.
We stand.
You're there.
Teach me your
You know you
queen.
chipoed.
Wait, public service announcement.
No, lakini.
Every woman who has
No,
ever
no,
been
no,
to
no.
Fidel,
But
come out.
no.
Let's go.
No, but guys, we've been
Fine.
working on wrong assumptions
Yes.
of kuweka scenario ikuwe so specific.
It's
So
good relationship.
incidences yuko mingi hata si lazima ati one night stand, you know. People have been date raped and they don't know wanaamka tu wanapata wako nao, and it's not even their fault and they
Yeah.
don't even know when they've been mothers as a result. So we don't mean to say that easy incidences ni as a result of choice.
Yeah.
Some of them ni circumstances, you know.
Exactly.
Some people walikuwa high school, some people walikuwa bad vulnerable situations. So it happens, but then what do you do next?
Hey,
You know,
but Ben Paul, at the end of the day, man, Mimi, no lie, I may be coming out here as macho and all this shit. Don't get rid of kids, even if it's accidental shit.
Actually, you guys, kids are so cute. Me, I don't know why like men would actually say.
Don't
shida si
get
kuzaa,
shit.
shida ni kulea, my friends. Shida ni kulea. Don't give these kids a bad life. Don't give these kids a bad life.
But don't get rid of kids.
Don't
No,
get rid of.
ushaiona wale watu kimbizwa town na wale watu street kids wanashikwa mkono. You know what most people say as a result of that? Why have kids if you can't? No, why
So,
have
let
kids if
me.
you
Are
can't?
you a tofauti sana Ben Paul?
It's the same thing. You're the result.
Most Ben Paul.
In some cases, you're the result.
Let me get
Ben Paul,
money.
if you
Then
are
you ask me
aborted.
these questions that you're asking right now.
Susanna wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
Guys,
It was very different.
So your mom
I
gave
wouldn't
you
be
that
here.
chance.
Guys,
You think the times of my mom.
And that was a circumstance, you know.
Can you now grow up?
We will not hatutadu hivyo, you know.
Abigail,
Hatutafanya hivyo, hatutasema
Wacha Abigail atupatie view yake.
hatuta base assumptions on specific
It's
scenarios.
not
Ati sijui
assumption.
if your mom
It is there. Money stops does it. It is there. Money stops.
Laura,
Abortion
let's
is
calm down.
everywhere.
Let's calm down. Let's tone down. Breathe in.
No, Hapana. This
Anyway,
is ManCave. This is what ManCave does to
you are talking about the question.
Simeona mbona sio shout?
Skiza.
Hata sisi kwenda kwetu, ona vile mademo wamekuja mbona shout.
Lakini watu wanashout
Guys,
mpaka
guys,
kwa kamera.
who comment that you guys you are shouting. Muone leo. Si kupenda kwetu mazee.
Guys,
Abigail.
let the man with one hand speak. Now, Abigail, we were talking about the scenario that Ben had brought earlier. There were two scenarios actually. You want to keep it as a woman and
The
he's
man
not willing,
doesn't.
or you want to
remove
get
it
rid
and
of
the guy
it
doesn't want
and the
to
guy
remove
doesn't want. So, walk us through how you would go through that.
Again, my decision is paramount. If I feel like I want to keep it, I will keep it. If I feel like I don't want to keep it, there's really
What-
nothing you can
what
do. Yeah,
break
but
does
then
that have on the
this
man?
guy, but this guy is Otis and Bob were like, I'll just break up with you. But you guys don't care enough to go beyond just breaking up with me. See, obviously, nishaangalia nini parameters that what happens if
Choose
that
me, ask your
relationship is
question.
not deep for me enough.
Choose me, ask your
Wait.
question.
But
Let
the
her
situation
finish.
is deep enough kwangu kama if I do this, you'll break up with me, and then if I don't do this, you won't break up with
Okay,
me.
that's
Clearly,
not
me and you
okay.
are not that deep.
Abigail, can I ask you something? Look, all that is established. I would ride, I would die for you, right? But look, you've done something that clearly I don't stand for. It doesn't represent what I stand for. It doesn't look like what I look like. You have aborted. I don't want that. Do you think I'm going to look at you the same way? And is it good to go on with this relationship?
No.
Is it
Again, I
woman-
said,
Is it manly?
That's being sexist.
Is it?
Why you
That was
We
sarcasm.
are playing the Ben.
I might have to write it.
Abigail, answer
I'm
me.
playing the Ben.
then clearly it wasn't that deep. Nisha analyzed the corner.
No,
The
let
worst
me-
that can happen
let me
is
ask
breaking
you.
up with you.
So you're saying pro-lifers should go with pro-lifers and pro-choicers should go with pro-choicers?
You don't get to choose.
No, there was a question you were battling with, sir, and it needed the input of a woman. So I'll ask you because you're pro-choice. There was this assumption you were laboring under that when a woman wants to abort, it's because of a reason. Either it's financial, or it's a mental
always
thing.
financial.
No, it may not always be financial. So
90% of
is
the
it?
time.
Is there at
you
any
give us
point?
statistics.
Is there a scenario where, at that point in your life, you just don't want a child? It's not about the money. It's not about anything else. You just do not want it. And when you're telling it to the guy, you're telling him without a reason that I'm getting rid of it, and that's that. Is there?
No, I think they deserve a reason. If I'm going to give
I'm asking whether there is any
Abigail.
scenario with which there is no reason to give you just from
You guys don't even talk about finances here because I believe none of us is a smooth kid. Like life has been smooth. Then tumelala njaa ngapi?
Fidel umelala njaa.
Mimi nimelala njaa wasiwadanganye hapa
Fidel
kuna
umelala njaa.
celeb nini.
Azi.
How many have gone hungry?
Ben
So
Paul.
don't even talk about finances because you didn't die when you slept hungry.
Ben
Mimi
Paul.
nimelala njaa.
Ben Paul.
Ati?
Mimi nimelala njaa.
Mbona unasema nimelala njaa?
Ah, nakumbuka.
Chumi wa restaurant.
watoto mapendo alikuwa anakosa tukalala njaa.
You can step up.
You can step up.
But I have a question for you,
You
Abigail.
get
also.
that.
So
Even the children of
do you have
Look, let's do this as a party shot.
you think it's a no before because you'll answer what he has, but you think it's a problem if he you decide to keep a child or to remove a child, and he says he's gonna leave you for that decision.
I don't think it's a problem.
It's because no, let him go.
Yeah.
She said it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Mimi, kama nakudai.
But me, I think I would stand. To be honest, I would stand with him if he says he's leaving you.
But you know
Because
the
that's a man who knows what he wants.
The thing
You
with
trust
you
me, you don't want a man. You don't want a man who
You're going
Hold on. You don't want a man
That
who when you say
biscuit.
you're pregnant, the first thing and a complaint you don't want that. Trust me. Even if you are a pro-choice chick, you don't want that.
Eh.
again, also the choice lies
Yes,
with me.
Bana.
Yes, man.
Yes, Bana.